Mark, you die?
No, well, actually, I did die. I was alt tab looking at something. I died because I was looking at the article here. Upcoming Halo TV show may be politics heavy and won't please everyone, says.
No, baby. And if that's the producer saying that,
fucking
oh
damn
god.
It. Like, it was bad enough that it was super lore inaccurate and that they race swapped Captain Keys and Miranda Keys, and Commander Keys is now a doctor instead of a badass naval commander. But now you're gonna just, like, and I figured, when they did that, I figured, okay, it's gonna be super woke and all that, but I was hoping it wouldn't be. And now that hope is gone. So, Wolfkill is 343 Industries' director of Halo Media, as well as producer on the show.
Oops, shit, I just crashed.
Crashed too. Oh, you mean like game?
Yeah, game crash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mind leaving the server.
I'm probably gonna be done. I'm gonna be heading to bed soon-ish. Because I've started my new job, so
Right.
I'm working again.
Can't interview Wolfkill. There are differences in the game and the television show, as in the adventure was played out solely through the lens of the filter for skills. There's more of an opportunity to widen the franchise.
Like, you say that, and yet they're going to go and just be taking characters that already exist.
But to say, but they're literally, and I was hoping this wouldn't be the case.
Them, throwing it onto whatever generic character they've made, and going, "Well, this is that person, and if you disagree, you're fucking stupid."
Yeah, and then the whole, like, you're racist or sexist or whatever for when they are actively being racist.
Or just can't write a good character to save their fucking lives.
And that's the thing. It's like they're saying they want to expand. But you're literally using the Master Chief as the main character, like, which is something I was hoping wouldn't be the case, because that's, you know, Master Chief is the game, right?
ODSTs or something. Then you can have any fucking one you want, because it's like the ODSTs have male and female. They don't give a fuck about your race. There, boom, there you go. You can write whatever story
you can have
want.
You know what you could have done though. It's like, okay, you got like a squad of, say, 4 or 5 ODSTs, right? Go Alpha 9 route.
Yeah.
You know, like the ODST game.
Or even make it about the insurrectionists, because the insurrectionists, they toned down during the Covenant Wars, but they were still causing trouble for the UNSC.
Well, also a lot of innies joined the UNSC, fight the Covenant.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, at that point, you've got an existential.
No, but I mean, no. But my point is, like, you can have, like, okay, you got a group of 5 ODSTs. One of them used to be an innie, and that can cause internal drama. There you go.
Yeah, or like 3 of them were innies and 2 of them aren't, and so they're always getting into heated arguments and shit. No, absolutely. Boom, there you go. You know, this shit writes itself. If you take 2 seconds to actually
but it's the
grab some brain cells and rub them together.
The guy said that Wolf acknowledged that steps that Microsoft is taking with the show may not please everyone. This type of statement can be alarming in today's climate. Sci-fi fiction franchises, such as those that we do not channel, have seen their beloved IPs transformed into nothing more than woke propaganda vehicles that barely started the franchise. Yes, which killed them. Which is why we sell a T-shirt that says Star Wars is dead. But anyway, because it is. In a podcast interview back in 2019, Wolfkill said that the Halo show is similar to Game of Thrones. A lot of the background of Halo is this sort of political drama.
For no reason?
Oh, hold on. A lot of the background of the Halo is this sort of political drama. It's something that is touched on really lightly in the games, and you see more of in some of the other mediums. That some of that Game of Thrones style complexity. I mean, the only, I guess, for like some of the books, like Halo Envoy, because, you know, they follow
Well, I mean, if you look at
UNSC
what was it,
envoy
Ghosts, when they really first introduced the Spartan threes in the books, that one kind of had some like political intrigue
Which
where
one?
it was being very clearly that this guy was, you know, the guy in charge of Pride, Admiral Fuckface, who was Dr. Halsey's like political opponent and
Oh
really
yeah,
because he had
the
like
Spartan
that
3
kind of shit.
one,
Like I could
Ghost of
kind
Onyx.
of
Ghost of Onyx.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
Ghost of Honor.
that was it.
I could kind of sort of see that there, but it's like that's still really like it's part of it, but that's not the whole focus of it. And if that's the whole focus of your show, they're like, I don't know. Either way, I'm expecting this to be shit.
Yeah. It's also on Paramount Plus now. So. But yeah, it's the whole political like Halo. To me is always it's just that, you know, humanity kind of on a losing end of a battle, but somehow still winning. It was a power, like the games themselves are a power fantasy. Like the series as a whole is kind of like
humanity itself is I mean, honestly, the biggest reason is that the Covenant, even though the fucking what were the leaders called?
the what?
The leaders of the Covenant.
Oh, the prophets, the hierarchs.
Yeah, even though the prophets were like, you know, we must kill all the humans as a precursor to the great journey, blah blah blah. Even though they kind of put that out as a mandate, it was never really a huge, like, all-encompassing focus. Like for humanity, we're literally fighting for our very survival here. Whereas with the Covenant, it's like, yeah, I mean, we're in a war, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, and that's the thing too is in Halo 2, if you watch the dev commentary, in the scene where Johnson boards the Scarab, and then that scene, like, Mr. Mohawk's gonna light this ring, we're all gonna die, you know. In that scene, like in the gameplay sequence, they were going to have the brutes like decapitating human captives, but they didn't because it would have been a little bit too close to something that happened on your game. Because what was happening in 2004, or rather 2003.
You got Taliban and ISIS and all of them running around in the desert.
The war.
Capturing people. And...
Yeah. So that's why they didn't do it. And that's the thing is, I miss when they didn't do something because it touched a little bit too close to reality. Because it's not supposed to be reality, it's supposed to be escapism. You know?
Well, and it's like, to be honest, as long as you write something well, I at least so far, I fully believe in this. As long as you write something well, you can write a story about whatever the fuck you want. If you want to write a story about a transgendered, lesbian, straight, gay shark, if you write the story well, sure, go ahead, and it could be good. But you have to write the story well, and that, among other things, means that especially if you have this character who has all these attributes about them, they can't just like, it's like if the most important thing about a character is that they're black or woman or gay or whatever checkbox you're trying to fill out on your diversity quota, that's not a character, it's a caricature. It's like you need to write the character needs to be more than just an attribute. And if you can't accomplish that, you're a shit writer.
Let's see.
Or director or whatever.
There's two ways wolf kill statements can be taken. If the Halo TV series is heavily involved in the politics of its world, it could work. True. Fans need to look no further than The Expanse to see setting done as a story. However, if the statement is to literal sense, it could mean Halo TV will be heavy on current real, which is an instant turnoff. IGN review, Wolfkill said, very long journey to it was introduced in 2013.
And we're gonna go and fuck it up so no one tries it again.
Seriously, every time they do a live action thing, it takes them like 5 years to do another one.
And then because they keep fucking it up.
Not including the live action trailers for the game. Hell, even the live action trailers for the games, which they haven't done one for Infinite. But I guess this would be kind of like with Halo 4, where they did one for Halo 4. They had the Halo 4 movie, Forward Unto Dawn.
Yeah.
Which was, not good.
Yeah, though I will say, the best possible scenario, I mean, I heavily doubt this would be the case. Like I would give this about a 3% chance of happening. But the best case scenario would be that they go and actually write a decent story with, like, while poking fun at the modern political themes. In other words, not making it, wokish shit.
Yeah, but it's hard to do that when you're not a comedy.
Well, no, absolutely. Just stuff where it would be like, it seemed like they're setting it up for some kind of woke bullshit, and then it just gets upended completely by like, hey, no, we're in the middle of a fucking firefight here. Really, you fucking dumb shits? The
or the asshole that brings up whatever woke ass comment bullshit gets shot in the head by some brute spiker or something.
Or just someone see it's like they're about to like destroy a Covenant ship, but what about the Covenant's feelings on that? It's like they're trying to kill us. Someone gets fucked off by bridge, and they just get like dragged off the bridge, and they're going, "You can't do that."
Honestly, I know they're fighting for humanity's survival, but like saving that person would not be helping humanity's survival.
But it's like, if they did some shit like that, like subverting the expectations like that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That would kind of like fall along the lines of a parody or a comedy.
Oh no, absolutely.
Like that. Remember that was it that Christmas special we watched?
Oh god.
That Halo Legends abridged episode of The Odd One Out, but instead it's a Christmas special, but it's the same footage, but it's just the redone. Voiceovers, sound effect. It's like
it was terrible.
It was horrible, but it was hilarious.
Terrible. But that being said, as is the case with Hollywood,
these cave people are so weird.
Utter bullshit. They're gonna go and sit there and be like, "It can't possibly be that we're completely shit at writing because we haven't actually interacted with normal people in any actual way in fucking 40 years. It must be that people are just so sexist. They can't see how great my writing is when I was snorted out on cocaine 5 times when I wrote this."
No, because then it would be good. You've heard all those drug-induced songs that were written? Like all the songs of the 60s and 70s.
Just look at the 70s and 80s for fucking
music.
Like movie themes. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Hey, so we gave this AI complete control of our defensive grid. It went and killed all the humans. It then went in, and because some humans were fighting back, it sent someone a fucking killer robot back in time, which the hero then of course hacks to fight for him. And so that's pretty much my story. Like, you can't tell me that the guy wasn't on some kind of a drug at that point.
Actually, that the Terminator idea is not original to Terminator.
I know, but still.
I know, but yeah,
You can't tell me whoever first came up with the idea wasn't.
You can't tell me they were sober.
And I've read some.
So I'm looking at the rest of the article here, and it's not looking.
Like I said, it's gonna be shit.
How do you get a different perspective on them? Meaningful, different way while respecting their past journey.
Oh, it's simple. You just have to show. You just have to show how in the UNSC, you see the UNSC is actually really, really racist at its core. Despite the fact that they're fighting a war for humanity when it's never shown to be racist before, they just really are now. It's probably
I
what this
mean,
bullshit
look,
is
Jen
gonna come
Taylor is
to.
coming back to voice Cortana.
Who? Who doing
Jen
what?
Taylor, the
How old is she now? Because she's been voicing Cortana since the beginning, right?
yeah, since 2001.
Damn, 20 years. Not bad. Not bad.
You just search.
No, it's math. 2021, 2001.
No, oh, I thought you said 40 years because I'm like, I thought you were saying her age. I'm like, dude, she's got to be older.
Yeah, no. Just that she's been doing the role of Cortana. For
yes,
20
yeah,
years.
for 20 years. That's actually really good. That's a steady role right there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then also too, of course, voicing the Cortana app for Windows 10 now, which for most people they turn that off. Please turn that off.
What?
You don't need to give Microsoft any more of your data.
Oh,
turn it off.
well, that's what I love about SPV 3.3 is that you can select the visual model for Cortana and Chief. And for Cortana, you can have it be just the blue Windows 10 circle.
That's terrible. Hilarious, but terrible.
Yep. You can also have Chief be an ODST instead of a Sprite.
Kind of weird.
Yes,
Interesting,
but it is an option
weird.
for those that want it. You can also choose, like, do you want the SPV3 model? Do you want, like, the original model? Do you want a little bit detailed version of said model? Do you want SPV3 version of original Chief model? Do you want Chief with a giant Craig head? The brute Craig meme thing?
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, this is